Hello, my name's Luciano and I manage CY Screening Digital. We deal mainly with screen print and large format digital print. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on some of the screen printing we do here. It's a little bit different to some of the screen printing tutorials you see. We don't really tend to do a lot of t-shirts, fabric. We do a lot of unusual jobs you might not have seen before, and you may not even know are screen printed in the first place. So today we're going to be screen printing face side these bollards. It's quite an awkward shape, and in order to be able to get the print on the face, the first thing we have to do is make a jig to keep them stable, to keep them in a fixed position so they don't move around. We can accurately print the text in the same place every time. So now we'll have a quick look at the jig. You can see the base is supported between these two blocks. We've done this job before, so you can see everything's taped up. There's a little bit of packing that I've had to add in here because these bollards are slightly smaller than the ones we've done before, and they simply slot in, and there's a little stop there that holds it in place. And as you can see, there's not a lot of movement in there. That holds it quite comfortably at the bottom. To improvise, which you quite often do, I've put a box with some blocks just to raise the height a bit, because again, the last time I've done this job the bollards were considerably longer than what they are now. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference in size between the last time I've done it with the long bollard and this time with the shorter bollard. I need to put some stops either side of the bollard in order to stop it from rocking from side to side. I need to make sure that things are level here and that my distance from the bollard to the press is correct. And it can all be easily adjusted. I'm quite fortunate, I've got a nice handy little press. Some of you might not have seen anything like this before, but for jobs like this it's a must. It can all be adjusted. So now everything's in place, we can put some lay edges in to hold the top end of the bollard in position. So the screen's lined up, the off contact, there's a little bit of resistance in there. I want it to release quite well. It's not like t-shirt print where you got it quite close. You want it to lift off, so you get a nice crisp clean print afterwards. Jig's all set, everything seems quite stable. Got the artwork, a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of the artwork. Fix it to the screen. I can fix this to the bollard. Line up the screen to the artwork. Check everything's locked up and tight. Now I can take off the areas of the screen that I don't need to use. So now the screen's taped off, the jig's set, everything's in place, tightened everything up, we're almost ready to go. Before I do that, I'm going to get all the bollards, arrange them over here so they're easy to get to. You don't want to be walking back and forth and giving an opportunity for the screen to dry. So all the bollards are now placed next to the press, ready for printing. I've divided them into two because some have slots at the front and some have slots at the side, and I need to print an equal amount of each. So when you screen print anything, one of the most crucial parts is the ink. You have to make sure you use the correct ink for the right substrate. In this case we're printing onto bare metal. So the ink we're going to be using today is a solvent-based 2-pack ink. It comes in two parts, the ink itself and the catalyst or hardener. Different ink manufacturers will advise on the right quantity of hardener to ink to use. With these Apollo inks that I'm using, you need to use 20% of the hardener to your ink by weight, which is what I'm going to do now. So we've got a set of scales, try and keep things as accurate as possible. So I put 15 grams of black ink in, 20% mean that I need to put 3 grams of hardener in. The hardener that I'm using is a gloss hardener, there are different types of hardeners you can get. You can also get a matte hardener, which will give you a matte finish, whereas the gloss hardener gives you a gloss finish. I've got the squeegee. It's about twice the size of the actual image area that I need to make sure I get a good contact. Quite a firm squeegee, but the important thing is it's got a nice sharp clean edge on it, so I can cut through the ink and get a nice crisp print. So we'll flood the screen and then take the pull. Now there are some people who push away and there are some people who pull forward. I know that pushing away is probably the best way to do it. You've got a bit more control and it's not so bearing on your wrists and your arms as you get older. Unfortunately, I was never taught that way from the start, so I always pull towards yourself. So on the last one. You can see you get a really nice crisp print. Now we're going to take the ink off the screen, clean it up, put a fresh bollard on, attach some artwork to it with some different text on it, move the screen across a bit to the artwork, line it up. So I cleaned off the ink from the last job, took off all the tape, gave the screen a really good clean, put a fresh base on, applied the artwork to it in the same way we did on the last bollard, line the screen up to it, began printing. I'm nearly at the end of the job now, so let's just print these last two. So, a quick look at what we've done so far. That was the first print, and this is the second one. And again, as you can see, we have a nice, clean, sharp text, centred. So we're now on the last setup. As you can see, I've had to make a slight adjustment to the jig because these bollards are slightly larger than the others. Apart from that, it's all relatively the same. Had to realign the artwork. So as you can see, the last two bollards are printed. They're quite a bit larger than the others, but again, it's the same text. It's a nice, crisp, clean text that you get. You're going to have to leave these to air dry. They will take 5 to 6 days before you get full chemical adhesion to the metal. You can alternatively put them in an oven on 150 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes, but due to the size and shape of them, I'm just going to let these ambient dry. Thank you for watching the tutorial. Hope you like what you see. We're going to try and get some more tutorials up there because we do get some interesting jobs coming from time to time. We also do large format digital printing. We get some tutorials on vinyl wrapping and some of the stuff that you can do with that. Please subscribe, please like.